Start with the zone.
Let's do it with Carson.
Anything notable in the undercard?
Well, we was flipping just a little bit, so.
Fuzili came out to one blood, which was surprising to me, but
and lost, which was a little surprising because he looked really good against it was an undefeated British kid he fought on that Haney undercard.
Ward.
Yeah, he looked really good in that fight. But yeah, lost this fight. Good.
Yeah, I don't think anything other than that notable. The main event
IBF
was
champion. I'm sure Shakur would like to fight for that title, maybe unify.
Yeah.
Who I did
Japanese
think beat
fighters,
Farmer.
He's strong.
Kenichi, yeah. And I thought he beat Tevin Farmer when he won that belt. A lot of people felt he got an unjust decision, but I thought he beat Farmer. I know Farmer would want that rematch, but these Japanese fighters are good fighters.
Yeah, stands there, strong puncher.
Yep.
Main event was what as we all expected, obviously.
What I say? Knockout in 6 rounds? Is that what I said?
I don't even know how do we even go about this? Because I think maybe the easiest way is
There's a lot to unpack.
is to talk about the first round. I think is a perfect microcosm.
Oh,
of
for
the
sure.
fight.
Yeah.
You gotta
Because
talk about the first round.
Teofimo comes out. Honestly, like nobody I've really seen was complete foot to the pedal.
Yeah.
Fully chasing him down, trying to knock him out, and then gets dropped.
Just being reckless.
Yeah, and that I think is
Deontay Wilder versus Bermain Stavern.
in the first round.
Yeah.
Are you talking about? I know what you're
The
talking about.
rematch.
I don't remember that in the first round.
Well, I just remember him.
when he dropped him and then runs over to him. That I know what you're talking about. He dropped him and then literally ran across the ring, stepped off the side and folded him. But yeah, I think that was just the perfect example for the fight. Teofimo didn't really go out there with a game plan. He just kind of charged him. Couldn't do what he wanted to do and just blow him out and got dropped and kind of went from there.
Yeah, I thought it looked as though he came out and underestimated his opponent.
Yeah.
Something he didn't do with Lomachenko. He comes in, and he likes to use the shoulder roll and keep that left hand low, but the way he came in and walked in was very reckless.
Yeah.
It wasn't defensively responsible. He's a guy who has really good reflexes, so maybe he's thinking, whatever. And if he hits me, who cares? This guy isn't going to get my respect. He's not going to punch hard enough to warrant me having to tighten up.
Yeah.
So immediately the right hand, I didn't know George Kambosos was this sharp.
Yeah, I did. But I studied him, so I knew he was sharp. And there was not one surprise for me throughout the entire night. But we'll do the best we can to stay in this first round. I felt like Kambosos, the worst time to go at another fighter the way that Teo did is in the first round when a fighter is literally 100%.
Right.
Your reflexes, your stamina, your eyes, your coordination, everything is at 100%. And it's not like a heavyweight. Like heavyweights, you get a fast heavyweight against a slow heavyweight. The fast can come out against the slow guy, and the slow guy just can't get out of the way of all that. That right there that's lightweight against lightweight, and it's just his speed is for your speed, his quickness for your quickness, and I think that Teo really wasn't. He thought he was gonna be able to touch Kambosos much quicker than he was able to, and I think the plan backfired on him. It's clear.
Did.
Yeah, it's clear the plan backfired on him.
And then after the first round,
Great counter too.
I think the conversation in the corner was also kind of indicative of the fight where Teofimo Sr. is saying, relax, take your time. Why haven't you finished this guy yet? And it's like, wait a second. Yeah, I said yesterday, it's like having the angel and the devil on your shoulders where it's like one's like, go faster. And the other one's like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to say that was a panic, but there wasn't like a, hey, slow down, do this. It was just go, come on, knock him out. It was just ill prepared, I think.
Never happened to me as a professional, but as an amateur, I remember one time, first round, stuff just was not clicking. It was the first round amateur fight. My dad gets in the ring and he says, okay, are you done? And I was appalled. I'm like, I was like, what you mean am I done? He said, are you done BSing? Okay, this is what you need to do. And he told me what I needed to do. In some ways, he kind of calmed me down out of whatever it was that I was headed towards. And we won the fight. When a fighter does not come out and fight the way you expect them to, the way you train them to, I don't know if they train for that. Sound like By the way, he's saying, hey, why get this guy out of here?
To knock him out.
Sound like that was how they trained. But if that didn't work in the first round, and on top of that, you got dropped. Okay, let's. The drawing board starts now.
Rein it in.
Yeah, the drawing board starts now. Let's wipe all that off, and let's put the KO at a little bit further down the line, and let's get back to the jab. Let's get back to some feigning and things like that. We could see that whenever Tio used his jab, it was effective. He would do one jab, land, two jabs, land. Maybe that third one would land, and then after that, Kambosos took it away from him. But Kambosos got into the rhythm of Tio coming right at him. And once TL settled down and just jab, land, move around some more and set something up. And I just think that, I just think maybe, if we're talking preparation, I feel like preparation may have gotten the best of them and them underestimating Kambosos. I knew Kambosos was explosive. I knew that Kambosos would try to go punch for punch. The fact, He talks about his Spartan blood. Takes a lot of pride in that. Yeah. And what we know from the movie 300, because we don't know much beyond that. At least not me. I don't know if anybody. Yeah. But what we do know is that they don't take steps back. Yeah. They're always willing to fight and go forward. And so you can assume that any fight this guy's in the future, understanding that Spartan blood means at the least I'm gonna punch with you. And whatever happens, happens. And we even saw that through the course of the night where Kambosos, I'm like, yo, you should probably move.
Take it down a little bit.
Yeah. And he's like, I gotta punch. I have to fight, So.
I thought at some point that Spartan blood would get him in trouble.
You said that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I didn't. His defense was really sharp. Everything. He boxed the fight of his life. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned Teofimo got all the stuff that Tio needed to adjust to and start doing. He did from the opening bell.
Yeah.
He was on his P's and Q's. And even though Tio got the jab going later in the fight, he out jabbed Teofimo with that beautiful up jab he was throwing all night from the hip. And counter punching was there, and the defense was there, and the movement was there. I'm having a brain fart now.
Was it kind of a perfect storm of like?
It was a perfect
Teofimo bad performance.
Say that again.
Perfect storm.
I believe you love it.
Yeah.
Perfect storm. Like Tio, clearly not his best performance or anywhere close to it. Kambosos, really good performance.
He benefited from it. Yeah.
Layoff, Tio, weight cut. Like it just seemed like everything worked out, and that's what we got. How did you score it?
I don't think that's making excuses either or taking away from Kambosos. I think it's fair to diagnose it.
I think it was mostly Kambosos, though.
Yeah.
That won it.
Yeah, because he was so much.
Tio lost it. How did you score it?
114, 112 Kambosos. Yeah. Could see 115, 111 as well.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's.
This is the Porter Way Podcast. This is Anthony Brenagh, and this is Carson Merk. Tell them what to do.
Hey, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms.
Subscribe.
I'm from Louisiana. I'll talk with a B. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Porter Way Podcast.
You're already here.
Hey, this is our outro. We're gonna do it how we want to.
I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.